Hi everyone, welcome to MindBlend. Did you know it takes just 7 seconds for someone to form a first impression about you? That's less time than it takes to tie your shoelaces. These initial perceptions can profoundly influence our personal and professional relationships. They can open doors or slam them shut, create opportunities or hinder progress. They're the silent, unseen arbiters of our social interactions. So what are the things that can immediately destroy a first impression? Let's dive right in. Ever heard the phrase, actions speak louder than words? That holds true when it comes to first impressions. The silent language of our bodies conveys more than we might believe. Take eye contact, for instance. When we fail to maintain eye contact, it can send signals of disinterest or even dishonesty. It's a fundamental element of human connection, and avoiding it can put a damper on that crucial first impression. The same goes for a limp handshake. It might seem insignificant, but it can suggest a lack of confidence or enthusiasm. On the other hand, a firm handshake exudes assurance and positivity. Body language doesn't stop at eye contact and handshakes, though. Slouched posture, crossed arms, or constant fidgeting are all cues that can negatively impact how you're perceived. So the next time you meet someone, remember, your body language talks even before you do. Make sure it's saying the right things. Nobody likes a Debbie Downer, especially not when they first meet you. It's almost instinctual. We tend to gravitate towards positivity and away from negativity. Picture this. You meet someone for the first time and all they do is complain about the weather, their job, or the coffee they just had. That's a surefire way to cast a dark cloud over your first impression. This isn't to say that you should ignore your problems or pretend everything is perfect. Far from it. But focusing excessively on the negatives, especially during a first encounter, can leave the other person feeling drained and unenthusiastic about any potential relationship, be it personal or professional. Everyone faces challenges, everyone has bad days. But when you meet someone for the first time, it's important to show that you can see the bright side, that you can find the silver lining in every situation. This ability not only displays resilience, but also makes you more attractive and approachable. To leave a positive first impression, try to find the silver lining in every situation. Imagine you're at a party and someone is constantly checking their phone while talking to you. It's pretty off-putting, right? This is a classic example of showing lack of interest, and it's a surefire way to destroy a first impression. When you're not fully present in a conversation, it sends a clear message to the other person that you're not interested in what they have to say. This can feel dismissive and disrespectful, and it's not the way to win someone over. Being present in the moment is about more than just physical presence. It's about actively listening, engaging in the conversation, and showing genuine interest in the other person. It's about valuing the interaction and treating it as an opportunity to learn, connect, and grow. So, next time you meet someone new, put your phone away and show genuine interest in the conversation. You'd be surprised at how far a little bit of attention and respect can go in creating a positive first impression. There's a time and place for sharing personal stories, and it's usually not within the first few minutes of meeting someone. Now, don't get me wrong, sharing is a beautiful thing. It's how we connect, empathize, and build relationships. But here's the thing about oversharing. It can make others uncomfortable and leave a negative first impression. Imagine this. You're at a social gathering, and within the first few moments, someone you've just met starts sharing their life's most intimate details. It's like being handed a book that's open to the middle. It's confusing, and it can feel intrusive. Oversharing can not only throw off the other person, but it can also create an imbalance in the conversation, making it one-sided. It's like a seesaw, where one side is heavier than the other. The conversation becomes more about the sharer and less about the connection between the two parties. Balance is key. Share enough to engage, but not so much that it feels overwhelming. While it's true that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, appearance does play a role in first impressions. Imagine meeting someone for the first time, and they show up in wrinkled clothes with unkempt hair and an off-putting odor. It's not the most pleasant experience, is it? Poor grooming and inappropriate dressing can send a wrong message even before you utter a word. It can suggest a lack of attention to detail, a disregard for the occasion, or even a lack of self-respect. It's not about being the most fashionable person in the room, it's about showing that you care enough to present yourself well. Grooming and dressing appropriately for the situation shows respect, not only for yourself, but also for the people you're meeting. It communicates that you value the interaction and the time you're going to spend together. Your appearance is a reflection of your respect for yourself and others. Time is the one thing we all have an equal amount of, and how you use it says a lot about you. Now, let's dive into this often overlooked aspect of first impressions, punctuality. Imagine you've set up a meeting, you've prepared, you're excited, but the person you're meeting with strolls in 15 minutes late. How would you feel? Probably not great, right? Being late even just once can leave an indelible mark on your reputation. It communicates a lack of respect for other people's time, not to mention a lack of organization and reliability on your part. This can be particularly damaging in professional settings where timeliness is paramount. However, it's not just about work. Whether it's a date, a social gathering, or a casual coffee with friends, punctuality matters. So, make an effort to be on time. It's a simple yet powerful way to show respect and consideration for others. Remember, respect others' time as you would want them to respect yours. Let's quickly recap the 12 things that can destroy a first impression. First, the power of first impressions. They are formed in a matter of seconds and can be hard to change, so it's important to make them count. Second, poor body language. This includes avoiding eye contact, crossing your arms, or slouching, which can give off an impression of disinterest or hostility. Next, negativity. Constantly complaining or criticizing can make you seem disagreeable and can quickly sour a first impression. The fourth point is a lack of interest. If you don't show enthusiasm or curiosity in the other person, they might feel unimportant or ignored. Then comes oversharing. Giving away too much personal information too soon can make others uncomfortable and create an unprofessional image. Sixth, poor grooming and dressing. Your appearance is a visual representation of who you are, and sloppy attire can indicate a lack of respect or care. The seventh point is being late. Tardiness can suggest unreliability or a lack of respect for other people's time. Moving on, we also discussed how bad manners, dishonesty, and a lack of confidence can instantly ruin a first impression. Being rude, lying, or appearing insecure can make others feel uneasy and create a negative perception of you. Next, we talked about how being distracted, such as constantly checking your phone, can make you seem uninterested and disrespectful. Lastly, we discussed the impact of being overly familiar or intimate too soon. This can make others feel uncomfortable and invaded. Remember, first impressions are crucial. They set the tone for all future interactions and can significantly influence how you are perceived. By avoiding these pitfalls, you can leave a lasting and positive first impression. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to MindBlend for more insightful videos.